Hello YouTube universe, my name is CNation NGU010. Today is May the 10th, 2011. Now, my next video I'm doing right now is a discussion. I'm going to talk about just recently, 10 days ago, the man who's responsible for 9/11, the leader of Al-Qaeda, Osama Bin Laden, is dead. And I I've been all over the news. I've been watching it mostly from MSN. I've been watching MSNBC, CNN, everywhere. The coverage, trying to get coverage. And the first time I heard about it, technically I just came from my last video. I was mentioning that from my last video. It was making my John Cena paper about mention about the WWE blast area, and technically after I came from the blast area, before I left the blast area, I heard just a little bit that one of the somebody saying that Osama Bin Laden was dead. That's where I kind of a little bit heard it from it, but I didn't know it was official. But then when I came home, my sister told me that he was dead, that the news was all over talking about it. And my first reaction was, yes, we got him. But yeah, technically, at first, of my opinion based on about the situation, should we capture or kill Osama Bin Laden, I think we should have took the opportunity just to capture him instead of just killing him. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. The details, the juicy details of the sudden death of Osama Bin Laden. Let's see. 6 U.S. Navy SEALs, of our fighting men and women of the Navy SEALs, 6 of them successfully. I'm sorry. I'm going to back that. I'm sorry. I'm going to backtrack. I'm sorry. President Obama, on April 29th, if I get that correctly, has combated a mission to go after Osama Bin Laden. And President Obama did said, like a few days ago, on Sunday, when he made his 60-minute interview, that he had intelligence from his intelligence agents, whatever, from intelligence, saying that since August, he had this information since August. Based on that timeline from August until April 29th, President Obama has decided to combat a mission to go after Osama Bin Laden because of the information from a courier. And what happened was, on, if I get this right, from the entire time, from the past few hours, on May 1st, I guess, in the night, if I get that correctly, mostly in the night or in the morning, something like that, because of the timeline. I guess that from the past few hours, as I heard that President Obama secretly kept this on the wraps of after we killed him, he played golf, and then a few hours later, around like 11:35, he made his announcement, his secret announcement, and he finally made his announcement saying that we have finally killed Osama Bin Laden. What really happened was, let's see, 6 U.S. Navy SEALs went into Abbottabad, if I could say, Abbottabad, Pakistan, at where Osama Bin Laden was at. He was in a mansion, tragically, some sort of state-of-the-art, ordinary mansion that worth over millions of dollars, as I heard in the media. Since it was over worth of $1 million. And once they raided Osama Bin Laden's mansion, his so-called McMansion or something, his mansion where he was hiding, which technically it was like in Abbottabad, Pakistan, was like 35 miles from the capital of Pakistan, which is Islamabad. And Abbottabad is a city in Pakistan that's mostly prominently a military, literally a military base somewhat, and it's mostly a middle class uh, city. Um, after six U.S. military Navy SEALs raided his let's see, once they raided into his mansion, they shot him in the left. They shot him in the left eye. Technically, at first I thought when they shot him in the left eye that it keeps saying I thought that it was directly into his eye socket, but technically saying it was a bit above the eye or something. He got shot him in the left eye, and then he got technically shot like 2 times, one in the eye, left eye, and one at the chest. And then they took all his stuff. Technically, they took very important information, which is thumb drives, computers, CDs, and so on and so forth. Other pieces of information they could get from his mansion to understand if there's any future terrorist attacks from Al Qaeda. Let's see. Then after we killed him, they took his body. They immediately took his body. Took DNA samples of his body, and had photo analysis to see if it was really him. And somehow, very quickly, they understood that it was really him, and took pictures, death photos of Osama Bin Laden, and sent it to President Obama for his. In the entire time, President Obama was and some of his cabinet members were in the Situation Room watching the entire raid live the entire time. And President Obama said during his 60-minute interview that it was the longest 40 minutes of his life. Let's see. After they did that, they took his body to. They wrapped his body in a white cloth and dumped him overseas. Bury him in the sea, because they don't want to create a martyr, some sort of martyr, to simply mean that by having him a proper burial, an ordinary burial like anyone else who dies, will have like a tombstone in the grave and 6 feet under. But yet technically that didn't happen. His grave was the sea, and that's somewhat creating a lot of controversy. I know a lot of people may feel that he shouldn't deserve to have much respect of his body being buried at sea, but technically buried out, and he got dumped overseas. And I agree with President Obama that we can rejoice in the name of justice, but yet don't spike the football, to be presumed. Let's see. Right now, discussion of don't want to release his death photo. President Obama didn't want to release his death photo and all that stuff. I guess that's it. Also, there's a lot of details within his after his death, and within his this mansion compound he was living in for so long. From past 5 years, he was living in this mansion. Who also died in that raid was his son, his grown son, and one of his wives who was living there got shot in the leg. And recently, at first, Pakistan refused the United States to have negotiation or talk to his wives. 5 wives. He had 5 wives, but yet technically 3 out of his 5 wives still alive. Some I don't know. But now, just yesterday, the good news that the United States can have access to allow to talk to his wives to understand if they know so much of the connection with Osama bin Laden, which they know that possibly if they know about any future attacks or something like that. Um, what really gets me about the information I've now hearing about around the world is he get when Osama bin Laden was alive, he used to get Pepsi and Coke in bulk, and what really gets me is this man hates America and wants to have bloodshed in the name of Allah. But if this what gets me, he hates America, but yet he consumes American products like Pepsi and Coca-Cola. It's so confusing that somewhat like the double standard to me, pretty backwards to me, that this man hates America, but yet he loves to just chug down Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Let's see. Also, just recently, a few days ago, the United States have released 5 videos which has no audio. If you haven't seen it, it's all over the news. These five videos with no audio. Technically, 4 out of the 5 videos show Osama bin Laden just with his same old thing of just talking, just making his propagandic agenda, rambling of his anti-American pro-jihadness, whatever. And the 5th video, the most intriguing, most interesting about those 5, one out of those 5 videos is Osama bin Laden. You just see Osama bin Laden gray sitting down in his room with wires hanging out everywhere, with a TV, and he's wearing what is it, a robe. He got a gray beard, looking at himself on TV, just watching himself on TV with a gray beard, with a remote in hand, flicking. And I guess that if they have, like, I'm guessing TiVo, I don't know, but saying that also, oh yeah, I forgot. They said that there was no internet or phone access. Said that they burned all of his trash to try to not be to have much of a hint to the Pakistani government, I guess. Yeah, that video I was mentioning has Osama bin Laden looking at himself on TV, wires everywhere, kind of, sticking out, sticking out like a sore thumb, and he's wearing a gray beard. And technically, I already know about the information a few years ago that he dyed his beard black since he was growing old and gray. And technically, the day that we killed him was coincidentally on the same day that Adolf Hitler was killed. And yes,
Sorry.
it's all right. That is a very interesting video right there. That reveals everything. That's very shocking. So I guess that everybody's gonna end up doing that, or spoofing it, to be presumed, for their own pleasure, since he's dead.